So our next guest is Alfet. We're going to talk about different kind of side of questions when it comes to knowledge, AI from the pharmaceutical area. I'm so happy to have you here with us in MBRF broadcast with us today. How are you?
Thank you, Rashid, for having me today. And I'm really excited about this summit, which really reflects the innovation and the progress that UAE is trying to advance as well, not just in healthcare, but overall as a country.
Alfet is the area head Middle East and Roche Pharmaceutical. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. And I said, I've interviewed a lot of people when it comes to AI, when it comes to media. So it's good to see all areas when it comes to knowledge. How can healthcare provide and organize, foster culture of innovation to improve the care models?
So I think one very important aspect from healthcare perspective is to ensure the patients get the best outcome, the best results that they have.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the healthcare becomes more sustainable and more efficient in order to understand that the funds sometimes they have limitation and they cannot exceed certain limits.
True.
That's why it's very important to have 4 different pillars in this integrated patient care.
Okay.
The first and most important aspect is have an accurate and early diagnosis for every diseases. And in order to do that, we rely so much today on more technologies and on comprehensive genomic profiling that will help us in some diseases, like in cancer, for example. It will help us better understand what is the makeup or the genetic makeup of the disease, and it will help better tailor the solution for it. The second pillar is having innovative medicines that are personalized and more targeted to the diseases, which will yield by the end to the best outcome for the patient, and at the same time it will create more efficiency in the healthcare system. The third element is, with all these, if you have the best diagnosis, the best treatment, it is meaningless if patients don't have access to it. So it's very important to make sure that the innovation reaches the patient whenever they are eligible, irrespective where they come from, their societal or their location. And last but not least, it's important as well to continue monitoring the answer or to the response to this patient, to this medicine, or to this treatment for the patient. All of these elements should be powered by 2 things: the technology, like the comprehensive genomic profiling, the artificial intelligence, the computational things, the analytics, and the second thing is the data. Data is becoming very, very important in order to create more personalized, more integrated, and more value-based healthcare.
100%. And this all comes under knowledge that we need, and why
Exactly.
are we here? Alfet, key component of innovation and integrated healthcare models, and how do they contribute to the improvement of the patient outcome? As you mentioned in the earlier, the first target is the patient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think one very important element that should be at the center is the patient, which is, I think, is a common denominator in everyone who is working in the healthcare field, that we want to create better journey for the patients. We want to create healthier communities, and by the end, more productive and better wellness for the community.
And results as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And in order to achieve that, I think one key aspect is the collaboration and the partnerships. So if we all have the same target, which is improving the healthcare or improving the patient wellness, we should be all collaborating together. And I think one very important aspect is share the knowledge, share the data, share the capabilities. I think that would be a very important element in the journey to success when it comes to improving the outcomes for the patients.
And Alfet, sorry, you said something is sharing knowledge and sharing information. How do you advise that, especially when it comes to the health industry? It's a bit different. How would you recommend or advise from your experience? How can you share that knowledge?
I think there are several levels of data that we are speaking about. When it comes to, for example, to discoveries, is to first understand the biology and the diseases and the pathologies, in-depth understanding of that. And I think this has become more of a commodity that is existing like publicly in that respect, and that could be helpful for many companies or many investors in the healthcare. The other aspect is the patient data, which means the real life data or the real world data, where patients, how they are experiencing, what is their journey, what is the impact as well on like the response to the treatment. I think this is where the most challenging part is, because it should be more regulated. If it's not used in the best way, it could be harmful, sure. So that's why we need to create great frameworks or legal frameworks around them in order to ensure the best utilization of the data and the most legal and ethical way to advance the healthcare.
Alfat, I'll ask you to wrap things up and very quickly, will AI contribute to the advancement of medical research?
It won't. It already is.
It is already. That's why I felt like I
Exactly.
don't want to ask this question, but let me ask it. It is.
Yeah,
And
it is already.
Yeah.
Definitely today we are using AI, machine learning in order to better understand the diseases and as well to identify targets for certain medications
faster.
This will
Yeah.
create faster maybe discoveries. It would reduce the timelines for the discoveries,
budget
and
the
at the
cost.
same time it will have the impact on the cost.
Alfat Barru, thank you so much for being here with me today, and it's good to hear from a different medical research area. Thank you for being here with me, and
Thank
I hope
you.
you have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you so much. It's really great to be here. I think this summit again shows the importance of having multidisciplinary people from different fields discussing very important topics from healthcare to technology to industry. So that's a privilege.
Thank you so much, Alfat.
Thank
Have a
you.
beautiful day.
You too.